Lira, Lura, Lyra. Tura, Lura.
Lara. How close is the nearest guy in a black robe?
The nearest one would probably be this guy.
As a quick reference, Pennybags really doesn't have a reason to try to engage the assassins anyway, so that's why he's just kind of, money, money, money.
Sure thing.
How long would it take me to get to him?
To get to him, just because it's got to be interesting. The crowd is really thick, but we'll say you could get there. Especially if you were charging, you could get there and attack.
This round?
Yeah.
Can I cast a spell on him?
Because he's yours?
No.
I got it.
Not that spell.
You're talking Sacred Flame?
Possibly.
You could easily get within range to do Sacred Flame. Easily. What's the DC on that?
I'm looking.
Should be 13, unless you have a wisdom lower than 16.
Which I do.
Okay, so what's your wisdom?
15.
Okay, so it's 12.
DC of 12. And it's Dex save, right?
Yes.
Cleric?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, yeah, roll damage. Well, I guess no, Sacred Flame you don't roll damage of those.
Yeah, it's one d8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get any kind of bonus to that?
I don't think you're supposed to.
Would he perhaps get advantage because the cultist isn't looking at him? I think is what he's asking. If the cultist
I
is
don't know if I
offset.
add any of my stats to that or anything.
No, you
not-
don't add any
not
stats to the damage.
No, it's just not. Sacred Flame is either he makes the save or not. Let me see. Just out of curiosity, without just reading the text from the book, what does your Sacred Flame look like?
Actually, look kind of like moonlight.
Huh. Okay. So it's just like a soft.
Maybe it kind of like it. It would kind of look like fire, but with a moonlight color to it, rather than
So are clerics fucking Sailor Moon?
Awesome.
No.
That would explain why he's never running from a real fight.
I have never seen Sailor Moon.
Have we fought evil by moonlight, though?
Oh well, she's a drow. I imagine she has. Yeah. Basically, the entire robe catches on fire, and it just sort of does a little wiggle dance for a second, and then throws the cloak off. So now he's basically just a rather drawn, pale-looking guy with a scarred over right eye, like a big scar right through his right eye, in leather armor and like wielding a dagger. Are you actually closing on him, or just enough to do the?
Is he trying to get away?
No.
What's he? He just took the cloak off.
Yeah, he did the little wiggle dance and then threw the cloak off.
How far away is he now?
Well, he has to be within 30 feet?
60, I think.
60? Yeah. So,
Do I hear any coins jingle when he throws off his cloak?
no.
Then I don't care.
Yeah, so definitely within 60 feet. I'm going to say probably within 30.
what's he doing? Is he trying to get away from me or come closer? Or
No, he just
continue.
threw his cloak off and
Step.
then looks like he's trying to get on with what he was doing. He's a pale, scarred man on a mission.
Can I still draw my weapon this round?
Yeah, absolutely.
I will. I'll draw my sword and move towards him.
Ooh, drow cleric with a sword. Ah, damn it. I made this, well, one of the same mistakes that I made last week. Okay.
Get some player character templates.
No.
He didn't bother to give them individual hit points, so when he modifies one, it modifies them all.
That's the one. Can you see their bar?
No, I'm just remember what happened last time and I'm extrapolating based on that.
Ooh, the extrapolator.
It's some kind of divination magic.
Let me see. Just so I don't have to keep track of anything internally, the last black cloak is spotted way over here. Bam. Round. Bam. Let me see. Four is the one closest to Flint. The black cloak closest to you is, he seems to be standing in one spot in particular and pushing the sort of crazed crowd members away from the spot that he's sort of hovering around. That was...
See what?
Not yet. No, there's still
Okay.
too much crowd in between you two. But he does seem to be staying in an area. Does the tiefling... I don't know. What does the tiefling do?
All right, seeing as the cleric has moved forward and attacked someone, Zod starts to think like, oh, maybe this is a tradition. And he's going to turn and shoot a scorching ray at the nearest person that isn't one of his teammates. I'm
Awesome.
assuming it'll be like a peasant.
Yeah.
But that is my... He thinks like, all right, we just attacked each other. Cool. And he's just going to shoot a ray at a peasant.
Cool. What is the details
It's
on
an
that?
attack roll that I make.
Ah,
15 against AC.
definitely.
And they take 4 fire damage.
Okay. Yeah. You burned someone to death.
Awesome. As they fall, he will exclaim, "Haha, I got one! 1 point for me!"
Cool. You moving anywhere?
No, it's good. He's
Cool.
in a good spot that he can see everything, so...
Tis the Flint. You got one relatively near you, and he's doing something specific.
Alright, so I'm just gonna run up to him, just kind of tackle him out of where we stand, because I noticed like he's not moving any, right? I'm just kind of pushing people out of the way.
Well, he's moving. He's just hovering around one spot.
And I'll just run up to him.
Like he's trying to protect somebody in a mosh pit, which is basically what happens. Speaking of
Try to
which,
see who he's...
you are moving into the crazed area, so that should probably be something, right?
Yeah,
Get crazed.
something fun. Can I see who he's trying to protect, or like what he's trying to protect?
Can you do Dex thing? Check, probably. Or acrobatics, or whatever you think you'd have a
Sure.
decent chance at succeeding.
I will do an acrobatics. 11?
Right. Okay, so you start pushing people out of the way, pushing your way through the crowds. And you manage to see there's like a little cube by the robed man's feet, and then one of the crazy people tackles you and just starts drooling on your armor and trying to punch you.
Can I push him off? Like, is he on top of me, or?
He does it, yeah, basically just kind of tackles you, yeah. Or at least
Your favorite enemy at
slams
Sorry.
into you.
Am I still on my feet?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And I'll just kind of push him off, push him away.
Okay. Okay, so you just push him?
Yeah, I'll just push him, like try to push him off me, like, to the side. I wish.
Favorite enemy. Bystander.
You want me to roll or something?
No. He did an attack roll, and he's not a fighter, so. Rolled a 9 total. I think that does kind of eat up your action, though, unless there's
Alright.
something you want to do, like take out a weapon or something.
Yeah, I'll take out my bow.
Okay, so yeah, so you get close enough to see that there is something near his feet, kind of cube shaped, and then you were, attacked by a bystander. I don't think anyone's around to see it, so I'm not going to say what he does. The one to the left just keeps slashing throats, but does move closer to the drow. On his sort of killing way. And then it's Spence, who...
If I see any guards, I point toward where the slashers are going, and they're going that way, and I continue to look like I'm aiding falling.
Okay. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see. No one's around to see that either, which means it's Moneypenny.
All right, Pennybags goes to the next and continues looting, as long as he's not being engaged, and as long as by either the guards or the perceived enemies.
Well, they do start slashing. One of the ones from the right gets pretty damn close to Spence, and the other one moves in front of the stage to do his slashing. At which point, it is Lyra.
Lara.
Come on, Eileen. Yeah, I think he.
How far am I from him?
Well, you were 30 feet, and he moved in a little bit, so 25 or so.
Can I get up to? Can I get up to him and? Actually, I'm going to. I'm gonna set him. I'm gonna try to set him on fire again.
Sure. Aha! His leather is not so flammable as his robes. That he made his save. Sacred Flame, one of those half damage, or is it just nothing? I think it's just nothing.
Yeah, it's hit or all. It's all or nothing,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah, if he makes his throw, no damage.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna move. I'll move. Actually, I'm gonna stay where I am and see what he does.
Okay. Let me see. No one can make out what he's doing, so that works. Hold on. Okay, so we're on to round 3. Sorry, Oh, did I? I didn't fix it. Sorry. Nope, I sure didn't. I have to look up what it is. You know what really sucks about this?
Huh.
They do not give you the monster stats. The monster stats was like a download from their website. Which means you either have to spend your own money printing it out, or you're just kind of screwed for monster stats. Okay, round 3. There we go. Let me see. 1, 2. That's actually the one on Spence, so he actually does sort of turn your way.
Okay. My AC is 20.
Oops. Let me see. He's got 21.
So that hits.
It does. Holy crap. Okay, 6 damage.
Okay.
That's...
Oh, I don't have a token to take my HP down with. Alright, I'll just keep track of my hits.
You're down here.
Oh, am I?
Yeah. But I mean, you can just keep track of it.
That's fine, I'll keep track. That's half my hit points.
Well, that is essentially
Just-
their max damage, so...
If you wanted to know. I'm not complaining, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, one just stabbed you.
Alright, well, that is not part of my plan. So, so I suppose it would be too ridiculous if I wanted to throw scrambled eggs in his face to gain advantage.
That sounds amazing.
Well, I'd like to, if possible, and stab him with my longsword. But that's up to you, Mr. GM.
Make an egg check.
So, ranged attack. On the
Okay.
20. Well, I'm asking, is that appropriate for eggs?
Yeah. That's
Alright. 13. That's not counting my proficiency bonus. I don't
13,
know if I'm proficient in eggs.
that does hit him. Okay, so you're some kind of breakfast squid.
And then I'd like to stab him, but I don't know if that's too many actions or
No,
not.
go for it. That was the whole reason for the eggs.
So, with advantage, I attack twice and take the best one. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I'll just go with crit. That was the first one, and confirm it with the second one if we still confirm crit.
Okay, so what is it? You just roll it twice, so we'll take the 9 and the 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your weapon and what are you stabbing at?
I have a longsword, and I just bury it right in his belly.
Okay. So there's a slight ripping sound and it comes out the other side and he just kind of bubbles something incoherent and then dies.
Huh.
And then I go back to looting the bodies.
Okay. Is he the one that disappeared?
Pennybags gives him a thumbs up and continues on looting his own bodies.
Yeah, I think that's the one. Okay, the one to the... Okay, yeah. Now he's definitely centered on the person who's trying to light him on fire, and he makes his way to the cleric. But, sort of gets tripped up on the crowd that's trying to get the hell away from him. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
I wish I had a camera. It's not often I wish I had a camera.
Wow.
Well, you don't have to roll those secretively so that you can, entertain us with the...
I know. It takes so much longer. I don't know why. My internet's stupid. Basically, I gave him disadvantage because he's sort of stumbling his way through the crowd. I rolled a 20 and a 1.
Oh, well, there's your disadvantage for you.
Nice.
So basically, he gets right up to you and then falls flat on his face.
Oh, he's prone. He is prone.
Very much. For those who can see it, a guy is now on stage with a short sword unsheathed. Basically, one of these robed guys is on stage, and him and the old muscular guy who was giving the speech are sort of exchanging some words. The only ones who might be close enough to hear it are Moneypenny and Spence.
And what are they? Or just exchanging the words?
Yeah, basically, it's something to the effect of, you don't have to do this.
Who's saying...
Basically, the old guy is like trying to talk him down, and the other guy's
Gotcha.
like, "This is our destiny. This is how it has to be," basically. And then he charges in, but the old guy manages to get out of the way, which, for a big guy who's by reputation over 100 years old, he's really quick.
Wow.
But yeah, they basically start fighting. One guy's got a sword. The old guy's basically empty-handed. And then Moneypenny, or Coin Purse, or Milburn, or...
Well, in that case, I go ahead and whip out my short bow and do kind of like a Legolas, like 360 turn with the arrow drawn, launching an attack
Nice.
at that guy, and he's got an 11 attack versus AC.
11 I don't think does it.
Okay.
They made him pretty easy to hit. I don't think they're that easy to hit.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just making sure. I know the other guys, I didn't have his stats memorized. Yeah, so you whiz an arrow by him, and then
And then do another like inverse 360, and I go back to looting bodies. It's like zoom, and then zip back right into my.
ha! I care. Psych. Okay. Okay, the one closest to Flint. This guy. He, even above the shrieking and the panicking and the fleeing, you kind of hear him roar something very angry, like cursing someone who's obviously just out of their mind, like drooling and rolling their head around. He basically shakes them for a second, yelling into their face, and then he just stabs him in the throat and drops him.
Nice.
Nobody can quite make out what he's doing, so guess nobody's looking. Flint.
Alright. I'm just gonna shoot an arrow at the guy in front of me.
Ooh.
15?
15 does hit him.
Damage 4.
4, damn.
It wouldn't have mattered, but I'd calculated my AC wrong. It's 19, not 20. It would have hit me anyway last time. But for the record.
Okay, so hold to 7. Nobody's looking at him. Drow. You've basically got the guy you've been trying to set on fire on the ground right in front of you.
He's on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm going to stab him with my sword.
If that's not advantage, I don't know what is. If only there was a weapon that used your wisdom modifier.
I inflict him with knowledge.
A book. Oh my god, a book.
A
I'll
nun's,
support that if you'd want to house rule it that way.
a nun's ruler.
If you hit people with a book, I would totally go along with that.
Knowledge through osmosis.
Would you... I mean, that hits, but again, you have advantage, so if you want to check and see if you maybe roll a 20.
Crit, 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 crit.
So roll another d20.
Sure. Okay. Well, 14 was the better of the two.
Oh, look at crit.
So that's where my 20 is. Now you're just rolling the 20s out.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Right. So, do you stab the guy?
I see what you did there. Yeah.
You definitely stab the guy. What's the damage?
I get my strength bonus to that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I don't think so. Boots.
So, do we confirm criticals in 5 or no?
No.
You know, from my experience, that's just the rumor that every version has about every other version. It never actually happens in any of them.
What's that?
Confirming?
Yeah.
That was in third 3.5.
Pathfinder confirms too, I think.
Well, that's because it's based on 3.5 because it's unoriginal.
3-point finder.
Easy there.
Cleric, was there anything else you do?
Can I stab him again?
I don't think so.
And that's all I'll do this round.
All right then. What is?
Oh, that's
I've
that's
just
hilarious. You can roll a 1d0 plus a 1d20 and actually show crit mods on all of your rolls.
didn't I show you guys that last week?
Yes.
Zod developed
Another flame bolt being sent into the crowd.
Okay. Right. Well, naturally that hits.
Well, as long as it keeps killing crowd numbers so we can keep looting. we are effective here.
Is anybody working the left side? I think we both got the right side down here.
Well, I'm starting to make my way to the west as you're most likely making your way to the east. You know, we kind of split the stage, and then I'm going west, you're going east along the stage.
Well, you got to think of it. He has been outside of society since he was like a young boy. He comes in and they're like, "Oh, let's go to this big festival." He's like, "All right, and let's go to the speeches. It's where everyone's going." All right. He gets there and maybe like 10 minutes in the speech, stuff starts exploding. Like, yeah, rogue people killing each other. He looks over to his right. He sees like townsfolk killing each other. He's like, "This is really odd, but I'll start partaking."
This is part of the festivities.
Yes, in his mind, he has rationalized out that this is the weirdest festival I've ever been to, but I'm liking it. So,
Okay, so the black cloak closest to. Fuck, I've totally forgotten your name.
Well, you know that this is the purge, right?
Moneypenny.
Moneypenny? What?
The black cloak closest to you sort of surges, sort of lunges toward you with a dagger.
Does the NPC get an opportunity attack then?
That's so unlikely.
Because he's engaging the guy up on stage.
No. There were 3 up here. One got killed by Spence.
Another one showed up. See, I only saw the one pink vertical line, and I thought that was the one that was up on stage. Okay.
No. There's a completely other guy up there.
Gotcha.
He's still got the scarred right eye, but he appears to be doing something different than these guys. Man. Nobody saw that, right?
Yeah,
with the critical that you just rolled?
Okay. So he stabs you.
Well, no, he throws egg in my face. Now go for the attack.
Is he pickpocketing out of my bag?
What?
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, give me that extra D4 of crit damage. Do it. Damn it.
That's factored in already.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, it worked in your favor this time, but... Okay, so that's 4 damage.
So I've only taken half damage.
Oh, man. Would you like to burn somebody else to a crisp?
Valley need more bodies, just as long as you keep their possessions alive.
Yeah, quit burning up
let's
the
see.
paper money.
Are one of the cloaked figures near Zod?
Not particularly, because, I mean, you
All right
didn't...
then, into the crowd it goes.
I mean, you do know that the cleric is fighting one of them. Okay.
Have the guards noticed him lighting peasants on fire yet?
No, they're just, mm-mm.
Pandemonium.
Yeah, okay. What happened when everything started happening is,
This is a jail prison riot.
most of the dark blue, uniformed guards started rushing all the rich guys out.
Okay, so
Alright.
do I get a free pass? Do I get the...
Is that the Flaming Fist?
No, the Flaming Fists is different. You saw them in the outer city, or lower city, sorry. Out here, basically.
Are there any of them here?
The guy who was given a speech and is now fighting the guy with the swords, he's got the Flaming Fist tabard on, but it's quite a bit more elaborate. Aside from that, not really. There may be a few, sort of his retinue.
Are there any guards in the crowd that are?
Yeah, some of the guards took off toward the explosion, some took off toward the pandemonium there.
And how are the guards dressed?
Dark blue.
Aye.
Very clean lines, very uniform. Their uniform is uniform. Whereas the Flaming Fists, the only way you really know they're the Flaming Fists is because they've got, the tabard on.
They're the ones going around shouting all the time, "I serve the Flaming Fist."
That's the one.
If you played the Baldur's Gate game.
Oh, yes.
I'll serve the Flaming Fist. Okay, so you burn another villager to a crisp. And then this guy here, the guy on stage, that is, sorry.
Yeah.
They stopped talking. Well, they stopped talking before.
Have we heard any of this?
Spence and the rogue would have.
I'm Spence, so have I heard any of it?
Yeah, you heard him say try to talk the guy down, and the guy's like, no, this is how it has to be. This is our destiny. Okay. You definitely heard destiny in there. Yeah, they dance for a little while, grapple for a little while, but neither does anything, definitive. Cleric, you've still got that guy in front of you. Yeah. And he's still on the ground.
More stabbies.
Cool. You want to check, see if you get a crit? Alright. Either would have hit. Damage?
Oh,
Okay.
there we go.
He finally stops making those bubbling noises and just kind of lays there.
Burble.
Or I guess if you were in Resident Evil, the big pool would spread.
Since I haven't moved yet, can I search him?
Yeah.
I will do that.
Okay.
Spencer's glad to see the cleric getting into the spirit of things.
How, and where is his cloak?
His cloak would be 10, 20 feet to the northwest of you guys.
Or it's still about 10 or 20 feet away from him? I'll just search him then, since I can't get to the cloak.
Okay. He seems to mostly have, rags and leather and his dagger. Most distinctive is, the scar right through the right eye.
Anything distinctive about the dagger?
Kind of, in that it appears like the maker's mark has either been burned off or scraped off or stamped off. It's basically the equivalent of, scratching off the serial number. Which seems...
Knives are heavily regulated here. Baldur's Gate.
Seems to be... Yeah, it seems to be a strange thing to do to a dagger. But yeah, other than his scar and the fact that he looks like he's been underground for way too long... he doesn't have much on him, unless you just want leather armor. Heavily blood-stained with a few sword holes.
Are there any more guys around?
There's the one on stage, and then, there's this one here, and then the chaos to the south.
How far is the closest one?
Oh, jeez. You're near-ish the stage, but the stage itself would be almost 100 feet
bags
long.
Engaged with one, too?
Besides the one on the stage.
For spell attacks, you could get within range this round, but for melee, it would take a couple.
Can I still move?
Yeah.
Even though I've attacked and searched?
I mean, unless you don't want to.
I'll move towards another one.
Alright, so you just start making your way this way? Thankfully, the crowds are starting to thin out because, murder.
They're dead.
A lot of them are, yeah. Let me see. I do believe that one may be dead. I do know number 1 is dead. No, I think he's the only one left. Let me see. Milburn. The one who stabbed you. Is that all he did? He didn't move anywhere? He's just kind of stabbed you and stood there?
I guess so.
Okay.
He didn't inform me of doing anything else.
Well, then he is still there, and he's still trying to stab you.
Why is he stabbing me? I didn't even engage him.
Yeah, neither did any of the other people that he stabbed in the throat. 14?
My AC is 14.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Boss is gonna get killed again.
No, I'm just taking a nap.
I'll loot his body after he goes down.
Okay. Right. Wow. Spence, you just saw him get stabbed and
Is he up or down?
apparently go down.
Oh, did he go down?
Yep.
Penny.
Okay.
Bags is at 0.
Penny bags.
Not having a chance to respond to a double stab wound.
Yeah.
Am I in a position where I can charge and kill this guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
Then I shall do so. I don't know if I have any sort of advantage. He's not facing me, so I can't throw any eggs on him. It's a 22 hit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
So 10, I just shove it right through his back, aiming for his spine.
22. Yeah, okay. So he basically goes down, stays there.
Okay. And I assume I don't have another. How close am I to the stage? Because he's fighting. Is he fighting like the governor?
Yeah,
Guy
one
on
of the
stage?
dukes. The
okay.
old lady sort of told you guys that was Duke Adrian, and then wandered off.
If does the Duke look wealthy? Like he would be?
Oh,
grateful
absolutely.
if
Yeah.
All right.
I mean-
am I in a position where I can throw one of my hand axes at the guy that's grappling with him?
Yeah, it might not go so well if you get a 1, but yeah.
That's all right. There you go. Oh,
Oh, nice.
so double 4, or do you need me to roll again?
Let me see.
I'd rather roll again.
Yeah,
D6.
roll.
All right.
You don't add your strength modifier to it, though.
Okay, so
It'd be dex,
4 and
though,
3,
wouldn't
7. Well, throwing axes are strength for.
Oh,
this.
well then, wouldn't you add
the
your
hand
strength?
axe is.
No, on a critical, you don't get to double your strength. You just double the actual dice.
I thought throwing axes were dexterity.
Hand axe. I'm sorry, not throwing axe, but it is something I can throw.
Hand axe is most throwing weapons are strength unless they have the finesse or light ability, and then you can use dex.
So
7.
hopefully I hit him right in the head.
Oh Jesus.
10
Roll a
damage.
25. I think probably. No, he's right. You don't add your modifier twice.
So it's 4 plus 3, 7 damage total.
Yeah.
You want me to roll a d25? Did you say?
No, you rolled a 25. You rolled a crit, and you were
Oh,
aiming for
okay.
the head.
I was just hoping with the crit it was something. Otherwise, I could hit him in the shin. I don't care.
I think.
As long as I hit him.
I think with the crit, you kind of have to hit where you were aiming for.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the guy kind of goes down.
I want to make sure that the Duke sees me, so I give him the 2 fingers. Hey, bud, it was me.
Yeah. He absolutely does it right back. Number 7, nobody's looking at, but it is what? Round 4, which means. Sorry. Okay. I got it. And then, 6.
Is
Yep.
the GM's voice breaking up for anybody else, or is that just me?
Yeah, it's probably that hiccuping I was talking about. Only Flint would be able to see this, but one of the cloaks, screams out, real angry curse at somebody, sort of slashes them in the throat, and then sort of breaks south.
Like, what kind of curse do I recognize it?
Well, sure. It's not a spell. He's just, like,
Shouting.
shouting, fuck you, you blah, 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 blah. And then slashes the guy in the throat and then takes off running southeast, kind of. But you're the only one who can see that. However, you've still got that other guy right in front of you, right?
Yeah. I'll shoot another arrow at him. 22.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, God. My
Man,
damage rolls suck.
what is with this? Okay, save time. Fortunately, I don't have to explain the changes to the death saves this week. I seriously can't stop calling you Moneypenny.
All right. Well, Here, I'll just roll my death savings, alright? Bloop. Fail.
Who else?
Okay. So there's one. And then, gone. Dead. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ooh. Let me check a thing. The guy closest to Flint, the robe guy, that is, closest to Flint, finally notices that somebody's shooting arrows at him. He starts to move your direction, and then he's tackled by one of the berserk villager guys. Doesn't take him down. He stays on his feet, same way you did, but you know, kind of eats up his time.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me? I think I have some internet problems going here.
Yeah. It's kind of...
Yes, you can hear me? Okay.
Yes. Let me see. If this encapsulates everybody. Okay, so we're on to round 5, right?
Yep.
So I need to read you this initiative here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Maybe I should bring this token over because this guy is something different. Basically, the Duke up on stage, he sort of looks up at Spence, who, you know, just kind of helped him out in a big way. Returns his little 2-finger salute thing, which I think that's something rude, but in this case it's not.
No, I was like pointing at him like, hey, bud. Hey,
Yeah.
it was me.
And he, you know, he returns the gesture. And then immediately his arms start bending backwards and he starts just shrieking in agony. And his neck elongates and he just starts growing these spiny protrusions. And then even the guards who were up by the stage sort of scream like little girls and run the fuck away. And this John Carpenter looking thing is left on the stage. Having sort of stretched and grown odd joints and elongated claws and just hellish looking thing. And it just sort of makes this roar that's bubbly in weird ways, and then just kind of reaches down from his spot on the stage and grabs somebody's head and just effortlessly pops it off their shoulders.
Let's confirm that was not my head.
No, it was one of the guards who didn't shriek and run fast enough. He just sort of reaches down and just sort of pops the head off. Doesn't eat it or anything, just sort of holds it and continues to make that bubbling shriek roar. And then it's it's the tiefling.
Seeing this new creature appear on stage, anyone that is around Zod, which I don't think is anyone, might hear him say, "Ooh, I bet you that one's worth more points," and he will send a flame bolt towards that creature.
Sounds good.
I'm assuming I'm within 120 feet of the stage.
You can be.
Sweet. So a 7, though. Not going to hit his AC, I don't think.
No.
Well, that's it for him.
Okay, and then we can assume that you moved close enough.
Yeah, if I wasn't within 120 feet, I would move the 30 feet to get in there and whatever.
Let me see. Round 5. Oh, he's the one that's bolting. He just sort of disappears into the crowd. Boom. And then, Spence. Or the Gru
It's,
that was.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not actually in Roll20. It's for some reason just trying to load. But there's nothing I can do to help Pennybags, right? I see that the cleric is there.
The cleric is there.
Okay.
Helping him directly, I mean, maybe. But
And from what I understand, the rich guy who I was hoping would grant me a boon has just turned into some strange John Carpenter creature.
yeah.
Okay.
Just spiky and stretched out and awful.
Do I have a sense of how far this thing can reach?
Apparently pretty far. He's all stretched out.
All right. Then I back slowly away, making sure my shield is up, and yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Let me see. Four is the one closest to Flint, which is nice. Let me check this thing again. He manages to throw off that one berserk crowd member. Starts making his way toward you, and then immediately gets tackled again, except this time he goes all the way to the ground. And the guy that tackled him appears to have a dagger, and the guy's just sort of holding his hand, trying to force the dagger away from his, bits.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what he's doing. And death save.
Yeah. Pew! Oh, look at that 6 again.
Jeez.
What? Okay. Salsa shark. Flint, Michigan.
So, how close is this guy now to me?
I mean,
It's on the ground.
you've basically been able to walk up to him anytime you wanted, but you've kind of hung back and shot arrows at him.
Alright, I'll just walk up to him, take my short sword out, and stab him in the face.
Sounds good. He is quite distracted. There being someone on top of him trying to stab him.
Do I get any other extra bonuses?
Yeah. He's on the ground. He's trying to fight somebody else off. Definitely.
Yeah. 9 plus anything extra?
Well, it's advantage, so.
Oh, I didn't roll twice then?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. So, let me see. 2 dice.
So, how does he die?
I just kind of walk up to him, and I just like to see him struggling, and like, yeah, I'll put you out of your misery for you. Stab him in the face. Oh, jeez, and I got 2-1.
Yeah, it's enough to kill him.
That's good.
Shot him twice already.
Is the crazy guy still there too?
Yeah, he stops resisting, him being dead from a stab wound to the face. So the crowd member with the dagger just starts stabbing away at his torso, just
Okay.
drooling and gibbering, and you can clearly see there's sort of a 6-inch by 6-inch. It just looks like a box
Okay. I'll go.
on the ground where he was sort of, guarding it.
Was like the box open or closed, or like, can I tell?
From where you are, new. I imagine you walk over to it, and
Yeah, I'm gonna go walk over to it.
You are an elf, so I don't know. Are you at all magical?
Did the lady
Kinda?
say you're magical?
A magic where it counts. I got Fey ancestry. That's magical, right?
I imagine, even though, don't take any of the connotations that come with it, but I I imagine it kind of looks somewhat like this.
Okay.
Just
Like, do I feel anything when I'm close to it?
I don't know. What is it called? It's called magic. What is that skill called?
Arcana.
Arcana. Yes. That's what you should try.
Let's try.
You walk over and do you pick it up?
I'm not gonna pick it up yet. I'm gonna roll my Arcana check first,
Ah.
and then we'll see. Okay. I nudge it with my toe first.
All right. Well, that obviously tells you nothing, but you still can't get past the feeling that it's got to be magical.
Can I like? I'll take like I don't know, like an extra shirt out of my pack or like out of my pack or something, and just wrap it up and pick it up. Then, like I won't touch it directly, but like I'll wrap it in something.
Okay. Sure. Nothing seems to happen when you pick it up. What do you do with it?
I'll stick it in my bag. For
Okay.
now.
As you try to put it in your bag, you know, it's not quite that big. The thing just kind of collapses. Like it was some kind of puzzle and you removed the right piece and it just all collapsed.
So it's like non-existent now, or just
No, the pieces are still in there. They're just sort of, you know, 6-inch by 6-inch plates. You know,
Oh.
6 of them.
just keep it wrapped up and just stick it in my bag. Then.
You notice that when it does collapse, the crazy people in your immediate area, that is within 30, 40 feet of you, the ones with daggers, the ones without, basically, not only do they stop, they all just drop. Just like fall to the ground, and they're just all out. A few of them have their eyes open, but they're obviously just out.
I loot their bodies. I loot them.
Well, you can get to a few of them, maybe.
Yeah.
Cladik. Lara.
So they've all stopped. What's the guy on the stage is not doing anything?
Yeah, he's effortlessly plucking heads off of shoulders. And screaming.
How far can he reach?
I mean, obviously pretty far because he reached off the stage and just picked one up, like, a head.
He seems unsafe.
Just a little bit. Moneypenny is sitting right next to you, dying.
I will heal him.
Okay. Does that take any particular form, or?
I'll do cure wounds.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my. His cure wounds as ridiculous as the potion is.
No, it's a D8 plus.
1d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier.
And if you have the life domain, then it's an additional 3.
1d8 3.
Plus whiz. Right. Thus, I'm very much mistaken. That's one more than your max. Do you maybe do the thing that somebody in another game did and like spend the rest of your turn picking him up?
Well, I'm at least
Sure.
back. I'm at least back up.
Okay, so you pick him up,
Yes. I'll
Sounds good.
Help him back up.
and then you still got, I don't know.
Oh, now I'm being used as a meat shield.
If you
And
need
I'm going
to-
to go back down in his arms.
If you need to move somewhere specific, I guess you could probably still do that. The crowd being pretty thin near the hell monster.
Do I see anyone else in the group anywhere near whatever that is on stage?
Yeah, Moneypenny, you spent. That's. You're all pretty close to it.
I'm not going to do anything else this round.
Okay. Spence goes first. Woohoo.
Do the guards seem to be making any progress against large evil thing?
The guards screamed like little girls and ran away. Except for the one whose head left his shoulders.
Am I within range to throw my remaining hand axe?
Very much so.
Alright, then I do so. Did that go through? I miss. Okay. That's the last of my hand axes.
You have a shield?
I do.
I imagine you get your shield out.
Oh, well, I imagine I would have put my sword away to throw the hand axe and then pull the sword back out when I'm done.
Gotcha.
I don't know how long action economy or whatever works in this, so... Anyway, the shield's back up.
It depends on how stoked you want to be about it. Honestly, I just prefer to keep it moving, so...
Okay. I'm not trying to cheat or anything, I'm just did... So I'm not sure how 5 works.
Rogue, you are suddenly back on your feet, and it's even worse than it was when you were knocked unconscious, or stabbed unconscious. There is now apparently some sort of spiky demon ripping things to pieces. Well, people to pieces. It's pretty much leaving the things alone.
Besides that, are there any other targets of opportunity?
What do you mean, like dead bodies?
No, not dead bodies. Other things to attack?
No, there is still some commotion to the south. But, I mean, you're too far away. There's still quite a bit of crowd in here.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. I dust myself off and I make another attack. This time on the thing with my short bow for my distance. From a range, are there any allies against it fighting it?
Ooh. Does it have to be melee?
No, they just need to be within 5 feet of it.
Oh,
And it
well
could
then no.
also be, and it also could be anything that is not allied to the monster.
No, nobody is stopping to fight them.
Okay. How about a 16?
Yeah. Definitely
7
hits.
damage.
7 damage. Where do you shoot it in its hellish anatomy?
A cold shot to the nuts.
Okay. Well, you hit one of its joints, which is bizarrely way up on its thigh. Ugh. Okay, and I imagine you back off a bit, so, you know. You're not obviously within range of it, right?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I'm definitely gonna stay a distance. I mean, I can shoot that thing from a
Yeah.
pretty damn good distance.
Okay. So you back
And
off it. And if?
Oh, I was saying that's it. We're good.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
Let me see. Let me do a thing. Yeah. It lets one of its gurgly screeches out, which appears to be what it does. It sort of hunches over and starts walking on its like fingertips. with like its claw tips. It starts like skittering across the stage on it, and when it gets to the edge of the stage, it doesn't hop down. It sort of climbs straight down the wall of the stage. And basically, yeah, the creepiest way you could think of, he skitters down toward the thing that just shot him. And looks
Well,
like
it was Pennybags, right? It wasn't me.
looks like it's, well, you're the one it can reach though. So it looks like it's Spence is the thing that it focuses on.
All right.
Jesus.
19 is my AC.
Okay. It slashes its spindly claws at you. Or maybe it just swipes its face at you because it's apparently got claws growing out of its face. Either way, it doesn't hit. And then it's Flint. You've got the box in your pack. You sort of casually picked someone's pockets. You see one of the black cloaks, the only one in view, still sort of, hovering around an area.
Mhm. So he's not moving anywhere.
No, he's doing the same thing, sort of the mosh pit thing.
So I'll just get within range and I'll shoot him.
Okay.
With an arrow.
I also have to imagine you would recognize, the cries of the demon to
Yeah.
the north.
I'm like, oh, those guys got that down, taken care of right now.
Right. Well, 16 definitely hits.
Okay. Hey.
Okay.
Well,
So you shoot him in the neck. He gurgles himself to death.
does
kind
he have
of
a
a-
box? I'll look through his area, see if he's got the box there, thing there too.
Yeah. Another little box there.
I'll add it to the collection.
Tiny little cube. Ba-da-ba-da. Okay. So, yeah. And that's a ways away, but, Whatever. Valtrex. Or Zodman.
Zod is going to shoot another firebolt at the crazy, spindly, clawed guy that used to be a duke. With a 16 this time.
16, that's gotta hit, right? Yes, it does.
Alright, so for another 4 points of fire damage. Because that's all I seem to be able to roll.
4. Pop. Okay, so it lights on fire. Bits of it blister up. Around the edges it kind of blackens, but doesn't seem to be taking too much notice of it. Cleric, you've got a horrifying demon in your face.
That's bad.
But it comes with a free Frogurt.
Damn it, you beat me to
That's
it.
good.
But the
That's
Frogurt is
good.
also cursed.
That's bad.
It comes with your choice of three free toppings.
That's good.
The toppings contain sodium benzoate.
That's bad. Okay.
Has anybody been able to hit it yet?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to stab it with my sword.
Sure.
Or try to.
What is your deity?
Illustrate.
What is she god of?
The moon.
Is that it? Just the one thing?
Song, swordwork, hunting, the moon, and beauty, and good drow.
All three of them.
Okay. Well, then in that case, you just miss. Okay. You shot it in one of its weird groin joints. And then you just saw the cleric swing and miss. Ah! I've got it. You swing your sword at it and it grows a new joint. It just kind of pops up and you swing exactly where it was, but you know, it's not there anymore. So it's still sort of mutating and popping and being all gross. Anyway.
New nuts.
Yeah, grow new joints and new knees.
So its nuts are in its knees.
Sure.
It's one of those aliens from Star Trek
Not
6.
everyone